Moldy Toaster, you're back, buddy. Good to see it. And what do you know? I'm back too. Now, you don't post videos that often, but when you do, I find them interesting. And apparently, now you stopped posting your series on what a PC can do that a Mac can't, and now you seem to be posting shorter videos, ranging in topics. About Macs, and you even have gone so far as to put video together of different Mac users saying what they dislike about Mac users. And if you're going to that level, then I think there's a little bit of a problem. But that's not what I'm going to touch on in this video. This is actually a response to one of the videos that you posted. I don't know how long ago it was. It must have been at least 2 months ago, because there's no way that these problems still can persist for you that you're questioning. But I just wanted to make a video response for those users who still believe that these things were going on with the current Mac operating system, Leopard. So let's get cracking. In your video about Leopard, the Leopard release right here, you indicated that the 5 new releases on the back of the box. You talked about Finder, you talked about Spaces, you talked about Time Machine, you talked about Mail, you talked about iChat. You talked about iChat first. You said you don't use iChat because you don't know that many Mac users. So you deleted it. Now, I'm assuming you deleted it because you felt that you can't talk to PC users via video chat because you feel as though that AIM is not compatible with iChat. Now, if you knew what iChat was, you would know that iChat is it is not a subsidiary, but it is a component of. It is basically the iChat is in essence the PC or the Mac version of the PC client AOL Instant Messenger. And as there obviously is an AOL Instant Messenger for Mac that is made by AOL, but this is a partner program that AOL did with Apple, and they created a program for video chatting and screen sharing and all that stuff. You only touched on one thing. You basically you said that you can't talk. You don't know that many Mac users, and how ironic, because I'm sure the Mac users that are smart probably don't want to talk to you either, unless they're trying to help you, like myself. So with that, I just want to let you know that there are Mac users out there that can help you with their problems, with the problems that you have with your system, the ranging problems that you have that you seem to be developing every single time you make a video. But anyway, I'm not going to touch on that, because iChat does have a feature that you didn't mention because you touched on iChat for that long. It has a option called screen sharing, which basically allows 2 users to connect wirelessly via iChat, and it allows one user to take control of the other user's computer, and in essence, if that user is having a problem, like you would be having a problem, I could connect to your computer, and you could say, Neil, I need help with this. Then I would go and find that problem and attempt to fix it. Now, you could give me access to your computer, and by being on your buddy list, I'm in essence your friend, and you would trust me to using that. Now, some people might comment and say, well, I don't want such and such person to have access to my computer. Well, don't put them on your buddy list. It's just that simple. And that's really the only argument that I could really think that folks would really not want anybody on their buddy list, but that's neither here nor there. Now, you also touched on Mail, and you said they added 2 new features, which is correct. They added notations, and they added some notary features, and I believe some templates to their to Mail. And you said you don't use Mail because you have a Gmail account and a Hotmail account. Isn't it funny that you can integrate your Hotmail account that you said you had and your Gmail account very easily into Mail? So you can check your Gmail and your Hotmail in your Mail application. You don't have to go to hotmail.com or gmail.com to check either of those accounts. You can go right into Mail, type in your Hotmail information, type in your Gmail information. You don't even have to enter in the port information because it's already going to put it there because it knows what it, based on what email address you say you have that you want to add to mail, it's going to put the ports that it knows it needs to open in the preferences window, and you just type in your login and password, and you're good to go. It will make sure it will log you in, and you're good to go. It will put all your email accounts on there and everything like that. And there's documentation, because I think the Hotmail is a little bit more difficult to integrate than Gmail. Gmail is pretty simple. Gmail just goes like that, but Hotmail is a little bit more difficult because it is a Microsoft extension. So so it's my understanding that Hotmail is a little bit more difficult, but it still can be done. I'm not saying because I have my Hotmail on my mail.app. So you also talked about how Time Machine has finally come out and how you need a new program. Or no, you said you needed it. Apple did not indicate in the Leopard manual that you needed additional peripherals to run Time Machine, which is incorrect, because if you did read the manual, they indicate what is needed to run Time Machine. They indicate that hard drive space, either partitioned or in external form, is needed to run Time Machine. And 9 times out of 10, the folks who have Time Machine on their system have a big enough hard drive to partition it to run Time Machine. Like yourself, you don't need to buy an external hard drive because I know you have a Mac Pro. You've indicated that in all the videos that you've made. So I know your hard drive is big enough because you have Parallels already on one of the partitions. So that argument is null and void. We're not going to touch on that. You also talked about spaces and how that wasn't needed because in the previous incarnation of the Mac operating system, they already had something similar to Spaces in Expose, which is true, but Spaces takes it a step further. Spaces takes Expose a little bit further. You're able to then have different, if you want this, you can have applications in certain spaces, and you can have, messengers in certain spaces, you can have all your work stuff in certain spaces, and you can have all of your music in certain spaces. Rather than having everything in one place, you have it separated. If you like that. If you don't want that, then you can have it all in one place. Now, you said you deleted that for that reason. And then you went into detail on a few different other things. I don't really want to go in detail about that. I wanted to make this video pretty brief because you indicated in one of the last videos that you did in response to one of my videos that I didn't make any videos since that video that you did. So I wanted to let you know that now I will be making more videos because your videos seem to be a lot shorter, a lot more concise, which makes it a lot easier to respond to because you're not rambling on and on and on and on and on. So, I'm just going to make this short and sweet. I'm anticipating a video response to this if you, in fact, make one. And, let's keep this conversation going. I want to see what you have to say in regards to where you think Leopard's going to go, considering that all those changes that you think are wrong with Leopard, they've already made. So I want to see where you think Leopard or Apple is in the wrong with where they've taken Leopard to this point.